Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Yanglin, Chair of the Board of Directors for the Peninsula Youth Orchestra, and I'd like to welcome you to another special concert featuring the Peninsula Youth Orchestra and the Peninsula Young Artists. It has been truly impressive how so many of our students and our directors, coaches, and staff have adapted so well to our new normal of virtual learning and performing. Our November and December concerts were quite successful thanks to the tremendous efforts of the PYO staff, the enthusiasm and dedication of our musicians, and the amazing support from people like you, our families, alumni, and the community. Today, we're excited to bring you Prelude to Spring, a virtual concert celebrating a time of new beginnings and hopefully brighter days ahead. So please welcome the Peninsula Youth Orchestra under the direction of Mitchell Sardu-Klein and the Peninsula Young Artists under the direction of Sarah Salisbury. We hope you enjoy today's performances.
Welcome to the Peninsula Youth Orchestra's March 2021 virtual concerts. I'm Mitchell Sardu-Klein, the music director of the Peninsula Youth Orchestras. In today's program, you will see Peninsula Young Artists Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Sarah Salisbury, and you will see Peninsula Youth Orchestra under my direction in two performances of Bizet's beloved and beautiful music from the suite from the opera Carmen. The first of those performances is a recording we made several years ago in our usual formation on the stage of the Carlmont Theater, just so you'll see what we look like under more normal circumstances. But the feature of today's program is the compilation video that our young musicians have been working on so assiduously for the last several months. The compilation video of the Carmen Suite of Bizet, and there'll also be some brief program notes. Thank you for being with us today and enjoy the program.
Can you feel it? Spring is in the air. Celebrating the coming of spring with music performed by our exceptional young musicians seems especially appropriate this year. Spring is in the air describes the general feeling that things are improving and that better times are ahead. Here at PYO, we all have our fingers crossed for those better days of making music together all in one room and performing live on stage. In fact, it was just 1 year ago when we performed our last live concerts. We are longing to get together in person, but we are grateful that through Zoom, we have been able to keep our weekly rehearsals and concerts as scheduled. Special thanks goes to our weekly coaching staff, Tabitha, Dawn, Matt, Ashley, and Andrew, and to Katie, our 24-hour rehearsal manager and technical wizard. I also want to give a special shout out to Matt Carr, our recording engineer and producer, who works his magic with all of our student videos by compiling them into memorable concerts. Yes, spring is in the air. Please enjoy our concerts today.
Hi, I'm Annika Lupinek, and I play the violin for PYA. We open the concert with a never-ending story. This retro throwback debuted in the 1984 fantasy movie of the same name. The season 3 finale of the Netflix hit Stranger Things also featured this iconic classic. We will conclude with selections from Lord of the Dance, a popular 1996 Irish musical and dance production. This arrangement includes Cry of the Celts and The Lord of the Dance. You might recognize the familiar American shaker melody, Simple Gifts. Enjoy!
The harp section has fairly minimal parts in the Carmen suite by Bizet. So our excellent harpists, Catherine Heelser and Phoebe Lynn, along with their marvelous coach, Karen Thielen, have taken on another project, and you're about to see that now. Here is our harp section, Catherine Heelser and Phoebe Lynn performing Granados Spanish Dance number 5. The Peninsula Youth Orchestra, like almost every American education and arts nonprofit, is running a substantial deficit in this difficult coronavirus year. Our annual fund drive is doing well, and that will help us to offset some of this year's deficit. If you would like to help us ensure that PYO will be there for future generations of young musicians like those you're seeing in today's program, you can contribute to PYO by logging in on our website, peninsulaYouthOrchestra.org, and on the left side you will see a button to connect to Donate Now, and we will appreciate your support as we try to minimize the deficit that we will incur in this difficult year. Thank you for your support, and thank you for watching this program. just a few words about the Carmen suite that you're about to see. Carmen was Bizet's one great masterpiece. He had some earlier modest successes, his Symphony in C in 1855, The Pearl Fishers, a lovely opera that he completed in 1863, the incidental music for L'Arlésienne. But it wasn't until 1875 that he completed, after years of composition, the great opera Carmen. And it was an innovative and somewhat shocking event. And ironically, he died during the first run of the show before it became the huge iconic hit that we know it to be today, one of the greatest operas of all time and one of the most beloved and popular pieces of music in the history of Western music. It takes place in Sevilla in southern Spain, and it focuses not on the elite dukes and duchesses and kings and queens, but on working people, cigarette workers, soldiers, townspeople, bandits, and the ill fates that befall them. We meet three principal characters: Don José, an honorable soldier who is corrupted. We meet Carmen, the flirtatious and very independent woman, and Escamillo, the bullfighter. I'd like to show you a couple of excerpts from live opera productions of this great music. Here's the first. So that was the Aragonese from the entr'acte to Act 4, and that was in the Vienna State Opera Orchestra's performance. That's the first of the excerpts that we play from Carmen in our Carmen suite. The second is the Toreador's entrance, one of the most famous excerpts from the opera, here seen in an excerpt from the Glyndebourne Festival. That scene in the Glyndebourne Festival from the entrance of the Toreadors, the great triumphal moment as the bullfighters enter the scene. The next excerpt that we play in our suite from Carmen is the Habanera, Carmen's introduction to our audience. Here's a scene from the Metropolitan Opera with Elena Garancha. The Metropolitan Opera performance of Habanera, the third movement that we're playing from the suite from Carmen. And the last one is the Danse Bohème, the gypsy dance, which appears in Act 2 of Carmen, seen here in a YouTube excerpt that doesn't identify the opera, so I can't tell you which one it is, the opera company.
La danse chance marie, d'abord indécise, timide, une immensive, une plus rapide, c'est la Madrid.
Four iconic excerpts from Bizet's great opera Carmen, forming the suite that we're about to perform for you in the compilation video from the Peninsula Youth Orchestra, the Aragonese, Le Toreador, the Habanera, and the Danse Bohème. Here is our suite from the Opera Carmen by Bizet.